everyone, it's Kara here from Boho Berry, and I am back with another little mini tip Monday, and today I'm talking all about color coding and the way that I color code in my bullet journal. So I thought I'd just dive right in. I'm going to keep this short and sweet for you all today. But color coding for me is a really essential part of my bullet journal. First of all, I love the look of color in my bullet journal. If you do a quick flip through, you'll see that I have quite a bit of color everywhere. I love that little pop of color against a lot of my black writing and things like that. But ultimately, color coding is a tool that I use in my bullet journal in addition to just making things pretty. So the first place that I use my color code is in my Calendex. And within my Calendex, I've actually done a whole video about this if you're curious about how it works, because I know it can look a little confusing at first glance. But I use color coding in my Calendex, and you'll see I have my key here for what I use my different colors for. A green dot signifies a birthday, a blue dot signifies a holiday. Anything in purple is relating to my blog, business, Etsy, YouTube, anything along those lines. Orange is personal, and then pink is for my daughter Bella, and then I have a little green money sign for any paydays or budget dates. So you'll see when you look over at my Calendex that I have an orange box here, for example, and that means it's a personal event or appointment. And this is just signifying that I'm going to be in St. Louis for the next however many days, and I have that in orange to signify that it's personal. You'll see I have little purple squares. That purple square indicates that it's a business task. Pink dots are events that are happening with my daughter, etc., etc. You get the point there. The other place that I color code within my bullet journal is within my daily pages themselves. So you'll notice here at the top of my daily pages, I have these time trackers, and I use pretty much that same color code as I do on my Calendex. Anything purple is a business related task. Anything orange is personal. And then I also use green for any events or appointments. And then I also have light blue on my time trackers for my sleep, and then yellow is for my miracle morning routine. So that's my morning routine before I get started with work every day. And then I started something new, and you'll notice it here along the side. And you'll notice within my daily pages, I've actually started to draw these little colored brackets to the left of my tasks. Now these colored brackets directly relate to the color code on my time tracker above. So what I do the night before is I actually plan out my day. So I draw out my time tracker, all of my headers, I write out my tasks for the day, and I've gotten in the habit now of trying to keep my tasks separate between business, personal, and events. And then what I'll do is I'll draw my little bracket according to what they are. So I've got all of these things were blog and business for that day, and then grocery shopping and laundry were personal items that I needed to take care of. And then I was able to go back up to my time tracker and kind of plan out my day ahead of time. So I decided I wanted to get my grocery shopping and my laundry done first thing in the morning. So I blocked out a couple of hours for that, and I did it in orange, and then I drew my orange bracket. And then I drew my purple bracket, and I blocked out my time based on what I wanted to work that day. That was a Friday, so I knocked off a little earlier than normal. But using a color code this way has really helped me to get a little bit of a better handle on my time management and where I'm spending my time each day. I love doing this in advance rather than just logging where I spent my time each day. It really helps when I open up my bullet journal, and today, for example, let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, so here we have today, for example. It really helps when I open it up and I look and see, okay, between 9 a.m. and 3:30 p.m., I am going to be basically working except for a little lunch break. So I know that during that purple time up top, I can just quickly glance down to the purple brackets and see that I need to schedule my videos and pack orders for tomorrow. I also see that I have unfinished tasks up top here from yesterday. So again, within that purple time, I need to get these unfinished tasks as well, which is to finish filming my videos and photo and edit pics for my blog posts that are coming up. And then I can also quickly see that at the end of my workday from 3:30 on, I have quite a bit that I need to get done. I need to call my mother-in-law, I need to take out the trash, pack for St. Louis, portion dog food, and clear out the fridge. So it's a really easy way for me to just glance and see, okay, what time is it? It is 12:30. I am in purple. I need to be working on any of these tasks. So I hope that that makes sense. That's really all of the color coding that I do within my bullet journal. And then starting in the month of August, I'm actually going to be keeping a time log. Now this time log is also going to be color coded. The color coding is a little bit different than for everything else. I'm actually going to be logging my hours in an app called A Tracker. And at the end of the day, I'm going to log my total hours, and I'm going to do a little graph here of colored squares based on where I spent my time, because I want to kind of get a better handle on where all my time is going during the day and how can I better improve my time management. So I have this color code down here. So anything orange is going to be for Etsy, red for YouTube, gray for collaborations with other bloggers, YouTubers, etc., light blue for anything to do with my blog, purple for anything to do with like administrative stuff, email, responding to comments, things along those lines, and then green for personal development, which is another area that I really want to track closely. So that's going to be another way that I'm using color coding within my bullet journal. So that's it, y'all. I wanted to keep it short and sweet this week and just kind of give you an idea of how I use color within my bullet journal to kind of better manage myself and organize myself. If you have any questions, comments, definitely drop them down below, and I will look forward to seeing you all later this week. Bye.